It's TK Irish. Yep, it's Camp Kennerk time. You just can't believe what's been going on around here. Every week, I just get more and more amazed by all the crazy stuff that happens. Every morning I wake up, I'm going, it's going to be a nice, quiet day here at the camp, but no, it's always somebody showing up or somebody showing an email or a video and telling them how much they love Camp Kennerk videos. So I want to thank everyone for that. But what's really exciting is that we have a new program now. It's called Double Digit Birthdays. So we have a list of friends who have their birthday here today and tomorrow that are double digits, meaning 22, 33, 44. Those are the birthdays that we're going to celebrate. Like my Aunt Lucy, she is 66 this year. So we want to go shout out to Aunt Lucy and my cousin Blanche, who is 77, count out to her, all the way from LaPorte, Indiana. So it's a lot of fun. They really like getting this. And I have a nephew, LeBlanc, who is 22 from Cedar Rapids, Iowa. So you can see everybody has a birthday. The birthday is very special because it's really your own personal holiday. 44.
44.
44.
DK, I am here and I'm listening to everything.
I know you are. So
I'm back. Doug the
you're
Neighbor
back. I'm glad
back.
I'm glad you made it back, Douglas. I was getting a little worried that you weren't going to come back. You were going to have too much fun up there in Canada.
TK, I am back and I had a lovely time up in Canada. And I want to tell you some stories. And I saw the two videos that you and Kevin and Kyle all put together, number 9 and number 10, to our listeners around the galaxy. We have done 10 videos of Camp Kennerk podcast. We are moving along and we are getting listener comments, and this is a beautiful, beautiful thing.
Yes, I'm very excited about the comments and everyone picking up and following, and so that means we're doing something right. They're not just turning us off. But
Folks, just give us 10 minutes.
that's all we want. Just 10 minutes. 10
10
minutes
minutes.
of your day. That's all we ask for.
That's all we ask for. Now, TK, do you have your Dr. Pepper there?
Right here. I've been waiting
Got
to take my
got
sip.
my big
Here we
gulp.
go. Mmm. Man, that always tastes so good. That's the spot,
Oh,
man. It
it
really
always
does.
tastes good. Beautiful product from downtown Waco, Texas.
That's right. That's Waco.
Yes, yes. So, what has been going on with you while I was away so I don't blab on forever?
Well, we're still cleaning up from the popcorn festival because I don't know if I told you this or not, but during the festival, we were popping up a lot of popcorn, and someone decided they wanted to see what popcorn looks like when it's popping. So they took the lid off. Well, it wasn't a small pot, it was huge. So it was popping everywhere, flying left and right, and everyone's laughing, carrying on. Thought that was the funniest thing. Of course, now they go home, right? And I have to clean up the mess. And, I swear, Douglas, every day I find like some more popcorn on the floor, underneath the sofa, up in the lights where the kitchen was. And so one of these days, I'm sure we're going to get all the popcorn picked up and put away. But that's the price of having fun, Douglas. Having
Well,
friends over, catching the game, and it was a lot of good times. So that's been our main focus. Working with Kevin and Kyle, I want to give a shout out to them for a great job they did as the special happy campers, and they really enjoyed it as well. So
beautiful, beautiful. And I saw that in video number 9 that you played my popcorn video of me up in northern Canada above Milton, Ontario, looking at a popcorn field, then thinking of you because you are the Pope of popcorn, the King of popcorn. We're working on your title.
Okay. Well, now let me ask you this. Were you positive that it was popcorn? Did you get out and pull the shuck back and look at it, or someone just telling you a story? Not that, people exaggerate around here.
Not you.
No, no, gosh, no.
Well, I was driving through about 20 miles north of Milton, Ontario, Canada, where my family was,
Uh-huh.
and uh, it's all corn country,
Okay.
all corn country. So I stopped and made a video to show you, and you
Yes,
did.
we showed that. Yeah.
Yeah, and I certainly appreciate it. And on that note, in Milton, Ontario, which is about 40 miles west of Toronto, now
Hmm.
there is somebody there that we should talk about. He has come up with his own recipe of popcorn, and it's called Lumberhead Popcorn.
Huh. That's an
And I think
interesting
we've got
name.
a video of it.
Really?
Yes. Hi, I'm Doug the Neighbor with free advice for $1. I'm here in Milton, Ontario, Canada, which is about 40 miles west of Toronto to visit some family. Now, I just went to La Rose, and it's a specialty grocery store, a lot of ethnic foods, and it all looks good. And I found something very interesting. They have what is called Lumberhead Lumberhead popcorn that is made here in Milton, Ontario, Canada. And I've got a couple of friends who are real popcorn gurus, and I'm going to send it out to them. And one of them is TK Irish. So, Lumberhead popcorn that is made here in Milton, Ontario, Canada. I'm Doug the Neighbor.
Well, that was cool. I really enjoyed that.
Well, Lumberhead popcorn, so maybe there's a future for Camp Kennerk popcorn.
Well, we could look into it. We just have to make sure it's just the right brand, right? You know,
Well, it's the right brand, it's the right taste.
right taste brand. Yes,
Yeah,
You
yeah,
know me,
yes.
I get so excited when I talk about this, Douglas. Brand, taste, species, whatever.
Well, the whole entrepreneurial aspect is in both of us. Let me tell you a story that happened today here in Austin, okay?
All right.
I met this guy. I was coming home from the HEB carrying my groceries, and here was a nice young guy sitting in the back of his Tundra. He had the tailgate down, and he had attached an awning to it, and he was a mobile moto mechanic that repairs motorcycles. And his whole business is coming to your place to fix your motorcycle. And
Very
he had a
good.
little stool that the tailgate was down. He had all his toolboxes there, and he had the awning. And he was
Mhm.
working on a Suzuki 400 or something like that. And I've got a video on that. And let's roll the videotape.
Hey, that guy is an entrepreneur. He is believing in customer service and making things work in the right manner because, whether it's a motorcycle or a car, it's just difficult to get it to the dealership or the repair shop because you're busy doing a lot of stuff.
Yes, and
And
his name is Bryce. And in
uh-huh,
the video, you saw that he gave out his phone number to
uh-huh.
all of our biking people, bikers.
Yeah.
He'll come to your house. And he did say that he goes to Dallas every now and then for clients.
Wow, that's a big haul to drive all the way up there. He must.
Yeah, and he was really a nice guy. The video shows he was a nice guy. And
Mhm.
so, really getting after it. I was
Yeah.
kind of impressed by this guy. He said he'd worked in shops elsewhere and then went out on his own. I thought, well, okay, so we need a shout out to him and showing his video.
I refer to that as he's taking the mountain to Moses.
He's taking the mountain of Moses.
That's right, man. Hey, this is what we're going to do. This is how we're going to do it, and this is why we're going to do it.
That'd be like me driving up there, the mountain that's located right here. I go to Camp Kennerk. I get some
Hey,
car. Yeah.
yeah. You have to
So,
get a note. You have to get a note from your doctor next time you come up because the last time that you were up here, what happened, you know?
well, I had a wonderful time up in Milton, and you played that video of the Eighth Note restaurant that was there in downtown Milton in number nine video, and you played
Mhm.
that. And JoJo was just a real charmer, and also Sam, the gal who waited on me, and she was really cute. So it was really a great food. Really loved it, and that's why it went into the Hall of Fame.
Did they make fun of your Southern accent?
No, this was really good. It's one of where I kept my mouth shut and just ate.
Okay, good idea.
If I'm talking, that means it's rubber chicken. Pushing that around the
Pushing
plate. But
around, look
this
busy.
was Cajun Alfredo. Oh,
Oh, mm,
oh yeah, it was
little
really,
spice
really
to
great.
it, little
Oh yeah,
garlic.
garlic bread. Oh, it was great. It was really good. But anyway, that was in video number nine, and then you did
Mhm.
10, and now this is number 11, recapping my trip to Milton, Ontario, Canada. Now, the reason I went up there was for a wedding for my little cousin. She got married, and in at a place, a vineyard called the Barns at Cave Springs Vineyard, and it's near Lincoln, Ontario. And it's at the western end of Lake Ontario in the Niagara Peninsula area, and it's all vineyards. It was a beautiful, beautiful setting, TK.
I bet it was. This time of year up there, you bet.
Oh yeah, it was absolutely beautiful. The bride was lovely, and the groom was nervous. The standard stuff.
Yeah. Well, did anybody make any inappropriate toast? Usually the best man will make a little faux pas of
Well, actually, actually, I met the three groomsmen, I guess what they call. You
yeah.
know, they were told they were not allowed to make a speech. So we had the sister, the mother, and the parents making speeches, and that
Okay.
was it.
That was it. No mas. Sit down, shut up, and drink your.
Yes, yes, lovely dinner, dancing later out here in the vineyard. The windows and the doors were open. Just beautiful, just beautiful. Had a wonderful time.
Hey, now, did you fly up through Chicago up to Canada?
What's interesting here in Austin, because we're more getting bigger and bigger, I flew up by Air Canada up to Toronto direct.
Okay.
Direct. Okay. Now, Air Canada has the worst seats there. There were three of us in the seat row. We're all over 6'2", that
Yeah.
sort of stuff. We could not sit comfortably in that seat. Our knees were jammed up, and we were sitting spread legged, that
Yeah.
sort of, just to get there. It was horrible. Air Canada, you need to call us.
Yes.
You need to call us, man. It was really bad. And it was all three of us, and there were people across the aisle. They were
Yeah. Yeah.
trying to get comfortable, and it was just
Those,
horrible.
those are kind of seats that work great for Wizard of Oz and all the little munchkins, that
Yeah. Oh, yeah. They can snuggle in. The
yeah,
wife, the girlfriend can
yeah.
snuggle in the seat with the blanket and say, "Oh, isn't this sweet?" No, I kind of relate it to snow.
Yeah.
Yeah. You see, a woman sees snow outside, looks out the window with the fire in the background and the cozy blanket and says, "Isn't that sweet? Isn't that
Romantic.
Isn't that beautiful?" Guess what men see?
A
Shoveling, holding, getting a
sh-
car to start. So it's probably the airline seat ratio between men and women.
hmm
What women see and what men feel.
It's called just perceived imagery. That's
Perceive for something perceived
something,
proceeded.
something like that.
Something like that. Yeah, something like that. But I did fly back by Air Canada. Now this is kind of bizarre. They really need to call us. My airline says Air Canada, my ticket says Air Canada, and I was Air Canada plane going on up there, okay, to
Yeah.
Toronto, direct flight, okay. So I go to the Toronto Pearson International Airport, and I go up to the Air Canada ticket situation, and I said, "Well, here's my ticket," that sort of stuff. And he said, "Oh, you're on United Airlines." I'm looking. It says Air Canada. This, no, they're down the way there, not at this gate. They're down the way. Okay, so I go on over there and they check me in, and then I have to go through security and customs and that sort of stuff.
Mhm.
And fortunately, in this trip, it was pretty reasonably quick. Usually, there's 200-300 people there waiting to get through customs. It
Mhm.
was pretty quick. So I get on a plane and I have to go from Toronto on United to Chicago and then get another plane from United from Chicago down to Austin.
Ah.
Now, here's what's interesting. When I was changing planes in Chicago to get to Austin, I had to go to Concourse C. And I've got a video here that I can show you at what happens or what you will see at Concourse C.
Well, let's put that thing up. I want to see it.
Hi, I'm Doug the Neighbor with free advice for $1. I'm here in the Chicago O'Hare Airport, and that is the start of the C concourse for my plane back to Austin. This is also the location of the dinosaur. Look at this. This is part of the, look at that. Oh my God. It is a huge, huge dinosaur. Goes up there and there, all the way back there. Part of the museums here in Chicago at the O'Hare Airport at the C concourse. And there, I'm taking a video of the people so you get a perspective of how big this thing is. It is huge, absolutely huge. And give me just a second. I'll take you on over to the little plaque that they have here that explains what it is. It is a Brachiosaurus ultrathorax, I guess, whatever it is. A replica, plant-eating dinosaur. Thank God it's 150 million years ago. Okay? Unbelievable. I'm Doug the Neighbor. Free advice for $1 in the Chicago airport. This is the coolest thing I've ever seen.
Wow, that was so cool. I
Isn't
mean,
that cool?
it
Isn't that
really,
cool?
yeah.
That is so, so cool. And TK, it made the trip. It made the trip.
Yeah.
I really had a good time. And while I was up there going to the wedding, went out to some really great restaurants, the Eighth Note, and a couple others. We'll talk later on
Mhm.
next in future videos. Great restaurants, met some great people, great entrepreneurs. Really met some wonderful, wonderful people, and of course, up there right now, the Toronto Blue Jays in baseball took the
Mhm.
American League East.
Yes.
So everybody is all into the Blue Jays. Every
Mhm.
pub had the Blue Jays on, and Blue Jays going to win, blah, blah, blah. They were all excited. They're all excited about
Mhm.
that, even though it's curling, hockey, whatever else sports they have. Uh, but uh, but they're into the Blue Jays.
Oh
Okay.
yeah. I mean, they're into the big time now. They get the playoffs, they get to the series.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, this is where everybody gets excited.
Yes, yes. So, and sadly, the Texas Rangers are out of it.
Well, yeah,
Okay.
you just got to remember we got there once.
Got there once.
Got there once, and it wasn't 50 years ago. It was just last year.
Yeah, yes, yes. And so one more time.
Yeah, yeah.
Please, Lord, one more time.
I
I've been praying for the Cowboys, but 40-40 against the Packers the other night, that's embarrassing.
know.
That was embarrassing.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
hey, at least they scored some touchdowns for a change.
Yeah, what defense?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
40-40, Sunday Night Football, and a tie.
Mhm.
Just please. Well, there's could be some redemption next week because the Cowboys are playing the Jets and they're 0-4.
That doesn't mean anything.
No, it doesn't mean anything. Yeah.
On any given Sunday, Douglas, we've seen it too many times.
Yes, yes. Now, one more note here, TK. Uh, I, I had the pleasure of going out fishing for perch with my cousin on Lake Simcoe. Now,
Yes,
Toronto is here. My family is here in Milton, and then Lake Simcoe's kind of up here.
yes.
Okay, Lake Simcoe's up here, and we went out on a 20-footer boat and perch. We caught about, I'll say, 50 perch, but most of them were small, and we kept 16.
Yeah, yeah.
We kept 16 and threw the others back. Now they were good sized perch, about like this. That was kind of the limit,
Mhm.
And then we filleted them up and cooked them that night, and they were excellent.
I bet.
And then my cousin had tomatoes, lettuce, some spinach from his own garden.
Mm-hmm.
And
Farm to table.
yeah, and he's Irish.
Oh,
Okay. So he had potatoes.
oh yes.
Oh, yes. So I'm going to this our number 11th podcast is filled with videos, but one more, and it's a fishing video. And look at how beautiful it is.
I will.
Out here on Lake Simcoe in Ontario, Canada. Absolutely beautiful day, crystal clear skies, about a 20-foot runabout, fishing for perch. We caught about 20 perch, had a great time, heading in for lunch now. Absolutely beautiful here in Ontario, Canada, Lake Simcoe. I'm Doug the neighbor, the fisherman!
Man, why'd you leave, Douglas? That is so beautiful. I guess because you realize in about 6 weeks it's going to be 10 degrees and windy and the snow's coming in and you're going to be having the big heavy jackets and the hats and we'll be down here in 75 degrees playing golf.
Absolutely true. One of the big conversations up there is when is the appropriate time to put snow tires on your truck and on your cars. You see, you have to have two sets of tires up there, snow tires and then regular tires. So there in the garage, they had 3 cars, a truck and 2 cars. They had piles of tires.
Mm-hmm.
Those are the winter ones. So I got to put these on here. That's just so I thought that was kind of interesting. So
they have chains too when it gets really bad.
yeah, they have chains. Yeah.
Yeah.
So they're up in north of Toronto, so it's farm country, and that was kind of interesting.
Mm-hmm. Whole different lifestyle. I mean, it's
Yes,
it's survival. So during the winter, you're in survival.
Yeah. So over coffee, they're talking about, well, I think I should get that new snowblower that's come on out. That's a good one. And the way he's describing it, I thought it was a John Deere tractor. Oh, that's got the tires and it's got the tracks and it blows it this way and blows it that way. And of course, in Canada, they say "a" at the end. Yeah, at the end of anything. Yeah.
Yeah.
You got to example. Oh, you got to have snow tires, eh?
That's just part. That's the part of the sentence, isn't it? Hey.
Yeah, yeah. And they don't know they're saying it.
No, because it's just the way it is.
Yes. Now, in the old days, I used to catch the word house, like hoose. you know,
Hmm.
you know, out in a boot, out in
Hmm.
a boot, and that there's a house, I don't hear that much anymore,
Yeah.
you but snow blowers, and of course they're up there. They have a place called Timmy's, Tim Hortons,
Yes.
coffee, Tim, but you
Hmm.
see, there's there's one on every corner. I
Hmm.
mean, we know where the Starbucks here, and there's one further apart, but up there, there's one in every corner,
Yes.
in every corner.
Yes.
And they have a personal, lovable, loving relationship with Tim Horton because and he's long past. He was a famous hockey player, but they call him Timmy's.
Tim.
Timmy's, yeah.
Yeah.
Where are you going today? Oh, let's go over to Timmy's and get a cup of coffee. And so when the first time I heard it, I wasn't so, what are they talking? I thought we were going to somebody's house,
Hmm.
somebody's house
Yeah. Who's?
for a cup of coffee,
Hmm.
somebody's house, you know. So that was kind of interesting.
Yeah.
All in all, had a terrific time, good food, some more restaurants that we'll put into the Hall of Fame in future videos. But
Okay.
really, really had a good visit. Now, here's some fact. I know you're into this sort of stuff. Door to door, you're going on a trip, you walk out. What's it take to get someplace?
Yes.
Okay, from where my cousins were living, north of Toronto, to the airport security through Chicago to down here, 11 hours.
Yo.
11 hours.
That's
And we were constantly moving. Now you have to always adjust for delays, weather delays, airport delays, something. But
hmm.
we were constantly moving 11 hours,
Yeah. But think about it. Try driving that. How long would it take you?
3 days,
Yeah.
4 days,
Yeah.
or as slow as I drive a week. I'm tired.
I know you are. Well,
Yeah.
Douglas, it sounds like so much fun that you got to see your family and help the holy matrimony business increase its revenue. But it's time for me. I gotta go work out, man. I gotta get things, moving. We got the holidays coming up here, so I have to get in playing weight to,
Okay. All right.
so go get a good run in and maybe pump some iron. But I'm so glad you made it back safe and sound. You had a great trip, and Aaron go brawl.
TK, I'm very happy to be back. Very happy to be at work here for podcast number 11. This is beautiful, beautiful, and hearing all about your family and the comments of people who have written in and called you to say that they are enjoying our podcast.
Yeah, very good. All right,
Take
buddy.
care of yourself, my
All
friend.
right,
Take care.
bye.